And today we're talking about Highway 75, all the developments that's going on there, and a development in far north Dallas, which is in the Sherman, Denison area. And then on top of that, the Central, which is down closer to downtown Dallas, which is going to be a massive development. But let's go ahead and get started with all the construction around Dallas, Texas on Highway 75. And you and I both know that Highway 75 is hit or miss. I mean, either it usually is terrible when it comes to traffic, or you jump on there and you got a free shot all the way to downtown. But there are some developments coming, and here we are looking at DFW experiences the growth that is happening. I mean, there is a lot of people, up to 150,000 moving in here every single year. And of course, Highway 75 is one of the most popular thoroughfares to get to downtown Dallas from the North Dallas area. So we're going to go over some of those updates. And the development we're talking about is in the Plano and Allen area. A $58.8 million project is underway on Highway 75, which is the high occupancy vehicle, or the HOV lane, which is being converted into a peak hour technology lane. So a change that promises to optimize traffic flow during the business times of day. Now, this project, which broke ground in March of 2023, will see the northbound HOV lane closed until about fall of 2025. Now, with the entire project slated for completion in late 2026, and once that is finished, these new technology lanes will cater to high occupancy vehicles and low emission vehicles and motorcycles during peak hours, southbound from 7 to 9 a.m. and northbound from 4 to 6 p.m. So outside of these peak hours, the lanes will be open to all traffic. Now, how this could affect your home value up there in the Plano area, actually in zip code 75075, a recent home that was purchased not too long ago for $387,000 was sold for $675,000. So that homeowner walked away with about $288,000 in equity. And if you're on the other side of the highway, the east side, in zip code 75074, home sold there for $499,000, was bought just a couple of years ago for $329,000. So that homeowner walked away with about $170,000 in equity. Now, if we move further north to the Sherman, Denison area, even a larger expansion is really taking shape up there. It's a $196 million project spanning approximately 4 miles from US Highway 75 and 82 intersection in the Sherman to North Lloyd Lake Road in Denison. So that began in February of 2023, but the massive undertaking will expand the roadway from 2 lanes to 3 in each direction, so significantly increasing capacity along that stretch. Now, with an expected completion of around January of 2027, this project is also just the beginning, so future plans envision 6 lanes stretching all the way to the Oklahoma border. Now, if you're in the Sherman-Denison area, there's a lot of growth happening up there, and as a homeowner, home values are increasing drastically right now, and there's a lot of equity there. Recently, a home sold for $508,000 that was bought just a couple of years ago for $277,000, so that homeowner walked away with about $231,000 in equity. Now we move down south on Highway 75, and there is a massive development happening down there, and the Central, which is a $2.5 billion mixed-use development by De La Vega, is transforming 27 acres just east of the highway. Now, this project includes a recently completed 430-unit low-rise apartment complex with a 20-story tower housing 350 apartments set to break ground soon. Later phases include 400 more apartments with a multi-use tower, 200,000 square feet of office space, 185-room hotel, and 5 new restaurants slated to open in late 2024. So at its heart is going to be a centrally located park designed by the local landscape architect Bud Creative, and will serve as a community focal point, complemented by pocket parks throughout the entire development. On top of that, the scale of the Central is really impressive. It's going to be a massive development, and there's going to be about 2,000 multifamily residential units, 110,000 square feet of retail space, and 2.5 million square feet of office space. And if you live down in that area, especially around zip code 75204, which this is affecting, a recently sold home there was bought just a few years ago for $742,000 and sold for $899,000. So that homeowner pocketed about $150,000 in equity. So those are the recent developments on Highway 75. If you're curious about what your home value is worth based on all of the new development that's going around in those areas, check the description below. You can do a free home valuation to see what equity is in your home. Again, my name is Levi, and if you missed our update on the outer loop, you should check out that video, and I'll see you on the next one.